Anandamayi Chaitanyamayi Satyamayi Parame. Friends, we know that we are all co-travelers in the path of Purna Yoga shown by Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. Somebody will ask question, or somebody may be having some question. There are various cults or paths of yoga in the past. Raj Yoga and Bhakti Yoga and Karma Yoga, Hatha Yoga. Then what's the difference in this Purna Yoga envisaged by Sri Aurobindo in last century? Naturally, it is quite obvious. All other paths are also good. All other paths are also taking the human being something higher. But the moment you cease to have that practice of yoga, you come back to your original common consciousness level. It doesn't give you a permanent change, and for that purpose, in end it has got a very partial benefits. Since centuries, all these practices has been taken place, no doubt about it. However, something was lacking, and the society by and large remained at the same level. There was no much improvement in the society's level. Individual could achieve wonderful siddhis. They had their salvation, they had their nirvana, but the society remained by and large at the same level. Still today also, society is the same level unless and until a complete transformation is not taking place in the society from the deepest and all aspects of the human being. Till then, there will be partial sparks here and there, but by and large the society will remain the same with pains, miseries and disease and deaths and all these things we are pursuing. So the difference, Purna Yoga, Sri Aurobindo's, what he has advocated all throughout his life and practiced, is the transformation. Whatever the knowledge or experiences has been achieved by worshipping the Lord, by meditating, by observing the rules and regulations of yogas, it must get transformed into reality. It must be transformed in the cells of the body. It must transform on the vital level. It must transform on the mental level. It must transform on the physical level. The entire consciousness transformation takes place there, and then there is possibility of having some permanent change. Otherwise, simple, partial, for small time transformation will not serve the purpose that we have seen since last 5,000 years, 7,000 years experience. In spite of practicing these different cults and paths of yoga, society has remained more or less the same thing. All these absurdities are still remaining, which was already there in the Mahabharata time also. So this is the unique thing of Sri Aurobindo has given us. Now it is up to us to practice, to accept, and to march on this path for the betterment of ourselves as an individual as well as for the society. So that is the wonderful thing Sri Aurobindo has given us. So, as you know, he has written so many short poems. One of the poems is, again, he has given this transformation. In his wonderful state of mind, he must have thought of writing something. He got the subject, he got the words, and of course he is a champion of words and poetry, the question doesn't arise. This time, after we are changing the pattern of our musings about Sri Aurobindo's short poems. This time I'll read out very short poem of transformation. Then we'll talk something about what is. It is a very self-explanatory. However, we'll just go on. My breath runs in a subtle rhythmic stream. It fills my members with a might divine. I have drunk the infinite like a giant's wine. I have drunk the infinite. Just drunk the infinite like a giant's wine. This is always the beauty if we go through this. Time is my drama or my pageant dream. Now are my illumined sails joy's flaming scheme. Illumined sails, joys. And change my thrilled and branches nerves to find channels of rapture, opal and hyaline for the influx of the unknown and the supreme. For the influx of the unknown. Unknown U capital. That means about the Lord and the supreme. There's the influx. It's a process of transformation of the entire thing. I am no more a vessel of flesh. You see, Sri Aurobindo says, I am no more a vessel of flesh. Flesh means you have got a disease and decay. There is a finiteness, there is a division, all limited dimensions. But no, he is no more a vessel of flesh. A slave of nature. I am no more a slave of nature and her leaden rules. I am caught no more in the senses' narrow mesh. My soul, unhorizoned, widens to measureless sight. My soul, unhorizoned, widens, so wides, to measureless sight. My body is God's happy living tool. She has become the instrument of the God. The Lord can play and use that instrument of Sri Aurobindo. My body is a God's happy living tool. Happy. My spirit is a vassal of deathless light. And what is a spirit? Deathless light. So Aurobindo feels that the higher and higher consciousness, the supreme consciousness is working. It's more or less the same type of core idea or the central idea of most of the poems about the transformation, about the advancement of the supreme in the inner self of the Sri Aurobindo and the body on a higher consciousness. But he has put up in a different way, in wonderful lines and lyrics. It's worth enjoying. See, the way poem transformation starts is easily perceivable. The beginning of the poem is tempting to reader to follow stream like rhythmic breath. To follow stream like rhythmic breath. We love. After reading the first line, we feel like going to the second one. It catches. It's filling the life and body with the strength of the divine. Because it's a tempting line of the very first thing. Sri Aurobindo proclaims with confidence that he has swallowed the whole nectar of infinite. He has drunk, he says, he has swallowed the whole nectar of infinite. And the sails of the body are flaming. After getting amruta, nectar means amruta. Amruta, which is not perishable. That is the meaning of amruta, that's nectar. Now they have not remained as a gross material, but transformed into imperishable and joyous elements. Entire cells of the body is transformed into joyous elements. And now, according to him, the time is only a drama. It's a drama, it's a dream. But however, it's indicating the eternity. When the time is drama means eternity remains. Drama goes and comes, dream comes and goes, but eternity remains because it is eternal. Sri Aurobindo must have felt concretely the changes in his nerves, which he must not have experienced before. So this is his sadhana's upper stage, upper experience, inner experience, intense experience, which leads him to write like this, which he feels and he making a words. It is a rushing delight of the Supreme. He declares, in the further lines, he declares, he is not now a decaying flesh. He is feeling that he is not a decaying flesh, now he is eternal. He is absolutely enlightened. The body is completely made up of light, eternal light, not a decaying flesh. The whole body is turned into a carrier of the divine. When it is eternal, not decaying flesh, it can carry the divine. Because divine can go in the infinite and eternal vessels, not in the finite one. The divine may be in the finite, no doubt about it, but cannot be expressed. Here, Sri Aurobindo feels the divine is now in the infinite form, is dwelling in him. He is not imprisoned in nature's law now. Natural laws are now beyond that. He is above that. Not depending on physical senses. Beyond that. He is above all these limited dimensions. This dimension is now manifold. He soars above. Where this Anand is at the summit. The pleasure is a bit not a proper word for Ananda, but Ananda. Something more than that. Undescribable state of human being, of mind, of within, of being. That is Ananda, for which the humanity is craving since generations and generations. His soul has no boundaries. Absolutely immense. So this is the result of transformation. He means transformation by this. He has now become instrument of the Supreme Shakti. He has become the instrument. The Supreme is working through him now. Because that instrument is also equally divine. But the divine can use that instrument. Because it is deathless light. A light, not what the physics says. The light, not the physics says, but which is emanated from the truth consciousness. It's a divine light. It has not got any physical laws like the light of the physics what we have learnt. That is also true, but at a lower level, at a certain limited level, it is true. But this divine light emanated from the truth consciousness has no limitations, no dimensions, no laws. It is really wonderful and elevating experience of Sri Aurobindo. And he has put up wonderfully, as usual, no question. The reader travels with astonishment. Every meaning, every line is bringing new enjoyment. When we read with the faith, with the certain understanding. This is just, I am giving a gross explanation what I have understood from this meaning. Let us see what Sri Aurobindo has to say about actually transformation which he has prescribed, he has described so many times in many articles and in his books. He has categorically said that purification of nature by influence of the spirit is not transformation. The purification of nature is done in other parts of the yoga. It's good. Not that it is not good, but it is not a transformation. Purification is only a psycho-spiritual change.
Very good.
purification of this body, purification of your mind, purification of your vital. It is a psycho-spiritual change. It's good change, but it's not complete transformation according to Sri Aurobindo. According to Sri Aurobindo, what is that? Spiritual transformation is something which is dynamic. Spiritual consciousness should penetrate into every part of the entire being, even right up to the subconscious level. That means the entire replacement of the existing level of consciousness. Then it is transformation. Transformation of the entire being is the prime object of Sri Aurobindo's Purna Yoga. It's the prime object. So that's it. It's not only purification. Don't get satisfied with the purification. Of course, it is good, very good. By instead of doing nothing, it is very good. It helps. But it helps to go ahead, not to stop there and get satisfied. Absolute spiritual transformation is the sole aim of Sri Aurobindo's Purna Yoga, which he has given us. Wonderful gift to entire humanity. I wish our humanity may become awakened about these things, about Sri Aurobindo's messages, about the mother's messages, about what they have said, what they have written, what this repeatedly they have proclaimed, what they have achieved, and get benefit of this. There are no room, no cause of any worries, any disease, any decay, any pains and sorrows. Absolutely, if we absolutely surrender, aspire and reject whatever is to be rejected, it's a apparently very easy thing. If you believe, it is very difficult if you do not believe. But sheer faith in the mother's love will take us, will lead us to higher consciousness. She has promised us. Sri Aurobindo has given, he has decreed, if these things are done and the mother's force are allowed to be worked in you with your openness, with your aspiration, you can see the changes which you must not have even imagined. And there are examples, the one who has done it. But now, the entire humanity has to do like that. Entire collectivity has to open. Because in 1956, supramental consciousness has been already manifested. We have got now all types of facilities. We should be worthy of use. We should be worthy of being the instrument of the divine and see that beauty. Really, should not waste a single moment, should not waste our energy. A drop of energy should not be wasted. Only we should live for the divine, of the divine, and become divine. That is the entire thing. I really very much urging. I feel right now that it's divine is the only thing, and we should always be very much grateful to the Sri Aurobindo and Sri Mother from the deepest corner of our heart, constantly. Not only today, 5 minutes, constantly, forever, and see the beauties of their gifts. Salute to Sri Aurobindo. Absolutely, I bow down to the Lord. Thank you very much for this patience hearing, friends. And we wish we may be always loved and protected by the Mother. And she does. Thank you very much.